Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This right here, today we have a 4G63 head, the one that I've been porting, and I'm right now in process of lapping these valves. What that means is, let me focus it right here. This ring around, right? So when the valve goes on top of it, when it goes inside, it actually has to seal. So the valve surface of seal, which is this right here area, you pretty much want to polish both of them, and you have to actually marry this valve to this hole, right? So the way to do that is lapping the valves. So you want to provide as much as possible of a seal there, because once they match on each other, once they go in there, and once this valve closes, you do not want no pressures, internal pressures going through, a fuel going through, exhaust going through, air going through, all that. You want these two to match perfectly and just block everything once the valve is closed. So like I said, one of the ways to do that is to lap them. So what is lapping? Well, lapping is pretty much, like I said, marrying these two surfaces, kind of getting them to touch each other. Once they touch each other, you're gonna apply actually compound right here, valve grinding compound, right, from Permatech. They have a different grits of this compound. This, I think, right here is 180 or 120, but they do have finer ones. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna apply a thin layer of that compound all around this ring, right? Don't apply nowhere over here, and don't let compound go on here, right? So you're gonna just apply it right here on the edge, not there, right here. Thin layer all around, and then you're gonna put the valve in, right? And then I'm gonna show you the rest. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put you on the stand right now, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so like I said, we have our valve that we have been polishing. I have a video of this down in the description below. So like I said, first we're gonna apply a little thin layer of this compound all around. Alright, so it's gonna look like that, right? Next step is, of course, to put some regular oil in the valve, and then we place it inside the hole that we wanna lap this valve. Next thing is one of these. Let me take this one over here. You can have you have different sizes. These are the lapping tools. I took off the other piece of rubber from here. So what this does, it actually sticks on the valve like so, and then you keep turning, right? Make sure the surface is clean, and this is clean, so it sticks on there. And I'm gonna show you right now how to do that. Also, I have seen people doing things like this, going from the other side, putting the valve through, and then just turning it. I wouldn't suggest that method, but hey, if you want to do it, you can do it. All right, now we're gonna clean it really good, the top of the valve. Same thing with this. And then we're gonna stick it on there, and you can hear how it's changing the sound. Lift it every once in a while, lift it up and down. Alright, so now we're gonna clean this valve all around. Right there. And then we're gonna apply a little more of this compound for one more run. Usually you want to do it for like 30 seconds at a time and then check it, right? Putting back the valve in, and we're doing it for one more, probably last time. All right, that's done. Let's check the result. All right, guys, so here it is, the final result. The valve is right there. As you can see, it created a nice even surface all around. So what's gonna happen is now this is gonna actually perfectly match on this hole right here, which I grinded with this valve. So once we put that in, it should sit in there perfectly, like so. And then next thing is to put the springs in and then pressure test it, or hydro test it as well. I will have a separate video for that, right? And I'll show you how to do that as well. Also, I would like to mention something else, guys. A couple of videos ago, person on the Facebook said that I was not doing valves right, and whatever I was doing it's wrong, right? So I decided to add this in this video to show you that, actually to show that there is nothing wrong with you polishing the valves. Of course, there is limits. You do not want to sand this, right? With 1000 or rather 2000, you can just take off the carbon. That's it. Do not sand that. I mentioned that in the video, but the person just kept going and kept going, telling me that you cannot do things like that, that you're gonna damage the valves and all that. And I was like, dude, everybody was doing this for hundreds of years. There is no problem you sanding this valve as long as you know what you're doing. The valves are there to be cleaned, of course, but also to smooth this surface over here so it flows better, of course. And he kept saying, you know, things like, you're not supposed to wheel wire, whatever. You're not supposed to sand it. You're not supposed to do this, that. And I just don't understand. I tried to explain to him, and he kept telling me that my English is bad and that he couldn't understand me, that all kind of stuff, that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And so yeah, I want to tell you guys that it's perfectly safe to sand and polish valves as long as you know the limits. There's so much that you can take. Of course, you have to be careful because this radius is getting smaller and smaller, and then of course this guide it's only so much play inside of the valve. The tighter it is, it's better. In some cases, of course, valves get hot, and of course hot metal starts expanding, so there's only so much play in there, and it should be as tight as possible. I understand that part, but you have to understand there is carbon on this surface, so if you polish it with 2000, you're not gonna go deep enough to cause valve to start playing inside, and then that's gonna cause problems with leakage, you know, with the loss of compression and all that. So I understand that part, but the person just kept insisting that he knows what the hell he's doing, and that you're not supposed to do it. That I seen this on YouTube on a 30-second video, and that I'm doing it and trying to tell people to do it this way, and that it's gonna damage people's engines and all kind of stuff, you know. Like I said, again, there is no problem you sanding the valves, and I will demonstrate that. Once I turn in this engine, once I start this engine, you will see that these are the valves that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna put the valves in there and I'm gonna show you. So yeah, that's pretty much it, what I wanted to show you guys. Sorry going off of this topic, but like I said, if you're gonna put the compound, this is the area to put it on. Like, you can use this compound right here, Permatech. You can buy it at AutoZone or one of your local car parts stores. There is a finer grit, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go after this one. I'm gonna go finer grit, and I'm gonna run it one time as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. Don't be scared doing things at home. If you damage these, they're not expensive. You can always buy it. You know, valves are cheap. Once you put the compound, also pay attention that you don't put compound on top of this neck, because it's gonna grind that area too. So be careful with that. And yeah, just lubricate it, put it inside there, run it with one of these tools, and 30, 35, 40 seconds, run it one time, two times, and that's it. This I imagine the bigger the surface is, the mating surface, the better seal will be. But also there's only so much that you can grind. So yeah, be careful on that. Look in, you can, I think, see it in your manuals as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys today. An easy way to lap your valves. You can do it at home. No special tooling, you know, just this is really cheap. Compound is cheap as well. And yeah, don't be afraid. Don't let people stop you from doing whatever you want. I know some things you're gonna make mistakes, some things you're gonna do right, but hey, you'll learn on mistakes, and that's how we all, you know, get there. So once again, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Make sure you, of course, like it, share, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.